Electrical conduction can happen in two ways. You might already be familiar with electric conduction through metals and alloys. Electric current in metals or alloys is due to flow of delocalized electrons, and this is known as electronic conduction. This is a physical change, and there is no change in the chemical property of conductor. There is another type of conduction. When live electrodes dipped into molten state and aqueous solutions of salt, cations and anions participate in the flow of electric. Remember, electrodes are the conductors through which electricity enters. When direct current is passed through certain aqueous solutions, chemical reaction occurs and the substance conducts electricity. Such solutions are called electrolytic solutions. The chemical substance that conduct electricity in aqueous state is called as electrolyte. In this way of electric conduction, chemical change happens in the conductor. This is called as ionic conduction or electrolytic conduction. To understand electrolytic conduction, let's conduct an experiment. Take a small glass vessel with water and melt table salt in it. Table salt is nothing but sodium chloride. Add a little turmeric powder. Solution now turn into yellow. Now take a dry cell of 1.5 volts and fix metallic stove pins at the end of the cell. This is electrode with anode and cathode. Now dip this into the solution. Before this, make sure turmeric powder is spread throughout the vessel. When these stove pins are immersed into the solution, you can see chemical reaction into the solution. Gas bubbles are formed near the terminals. Also, you will find that turmeric particles below the stove pin connected to the negative terminals turn red. Remember, turmeric remains yellow in acidic and neutral state and turns red in alkaline medium. This indicates chemical reaction occurred in the solution. This activity shows when direct current is passed through certain aqueous solutions, chemical reaction occurs. Change of color of solution shows chemical reaction has occurred. As I told you before, such solutions are called electrolytic solutions. The chemical substances that conduct electricity in molten state are called electrolytes. This activity indicates sodium chloride, commonly known as table salt, is an example of electrolyte. I hope by now you understood what is electrolytic conduction. Let's now compare conductors in electrical conduction and electrolytic conduction. Conductors of electricity can be classified as metallic conductors and electrolytic conductors. Iron, copper and mercury are some of the examples of metallic conductors. Sodium chloride, calcium chloride, lead bromide are the examples of electrolytes. These substances conduct electricity in molten state only. In metallic conduction, electricity passes through the conductor due to physical change, that is because of movement of electrons. In metals, electrons conduct electricity. In electrolytic conduction, chemical reaction is responsible of conduction of electricity. Positive as well as negative ions conduct electricity. All metals and metallic alloys shows metallic conduction. All ionic compounds show electrolytic conduction in molten state.